Hi everybody, I am Thomas from Virginia Outdoors Unlimited, bringing you guys another waterfowl hunt this morning. Today is the first Sunday of our late season here in Virginia, the second day of the season, and me and my buddy Whit are going to be headed out into a swamp in our kayaks, targeting primarily mallards this morning. This is a swamp hole that I just got permission on this year, and it was holding quite a few birds in November, but we just had a big snowstorm this past weekend, and it froze up a decent amount of water, but it definitely locked up these little swamp holes. And after that, it just wasn't holding any birds. I scouted it twice this week. It was only holding like a dozen mallards in the little bit of water that stayed open. But I got reports yesterday evening that the birds had pushed back into the swamp holes in the past day as they really thawed out with the rain. So that's what I'm hoping is going to be the case here. Hopefully these mallards have moved back in and we'll be able to set up on them. We're going to be setting up in the kayaks again, just laying out in kayaks and trying to get on the birds that way. Decoy wise, we'll probably run. I got a dozen and a half decoys packed up. I don't think he's going to bring anything, so that's all we're going to run. It's going to be a little swamp hole, so don't need many decoys, and we're going to be just trying to get them in the hole, just using those. So we're going to get on the water here before too long. I got to head out, meet up with him, and we're going to hit the road. So stay tuned, and we're going to get on them.
Oh no. Ready? Kill him. Kill her when she gets up, if you want. Alright, there's gonna be more birds flying. Get ready, right here, right here. From the left. Kill that bird, Whit. There you go, that's another drake. I'm really liking that they want to go down on the other hole, and then we hit the hail call and they come and give us a good look.
They do, yeah. Both of us hitting
Gadwall drake. That's a nice gaddy too.
Dude, that was absolutely beautiful.
That's exactly what I want in here. And that's a bonus duck too.
Yes.
You're right, could be more. They seem to have a short memory in here, although I'm gonna need to pick up birds in a second because he's.
Dude, that was absolutely.
That should not have taken 3 shots, but
Oh well. You should have had it there.
I didn't want because he was right here. I was like, I knew he was gonna come in for another pass.
That was beautiful.
Here, hit him again. He's up. Hit him again.
That should not have taken 3 shots, but
5 now. I got a mallard. I got 2 mallards, and you got 2 mallards and a gadwall. Dude,
Alright, let's get it because they're gonna start flying again.
you want me to go get birds?
Yeah. At least that Gadwall.
I might just go pick them all up while we're at it. You shot a stud wigeon. You shot an absolutely stud wigeon.
Dude, I told you, Thomas.
He's a little bit of a young bird. I don't think he's a wall bird, but he's a beautiful bird.
Oh my god, just got chill bumps, dude. Oh my god. Dude, I said it. You were like, yeah. I was like,
Another mallard drink.
So our action so far has been pretty quick. Good though. We had a lot of birds working us. Shot quite a few, you know. What we mostly had decoying was singles though. It seemed like a single would be working the other birds because we're still competing against live birds. And a single would be working the other group, and we'd hail call at them, and they'd circle around and either dump right in or give us a very good passing shot. So, still plenty of birds flying. We have so far recovered 3 mallards and 1 wigeon. We also shot another mallard that I can't find, however. So we're gonna keep looking for that bird because I'm pretty sure he's dead. But definitely a great start to the morning. All drakes, and Whit shot his first ever wigeon. I thought it was a gadwall when it landed on the water. It's so gray and cloudy today that you really can't tell. But great way to start the hunt. We're gonna just sit back and see if we can't work more birds.
I mean, to be honest, I don't even think that it's this hole as much as that there's like 100 live birds on the water over there. That makes a lot more of a scene than we do. Like the high birds that are coming in are seeing us, but then they're keying in on them and just slowly circling them.
All that movement they have.
Exactly. I mean, if we had 4 to 5 dozen decoys in here, maybe we could pull some, but. Circling behind, circling behind. He's doing it. Kill this bird, Whit.
Good. Pretty sure you hit it right.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I've been waiting on. Yes! He did it dirty, man. I'd so much rather shoot 4 or 5 ducks doing that than 12 passing. I swear. We have been having all sorts of troubles working birds, and it's not even so much our setup or our hole. It's just that we're competing with somewhere between 100 and 300 live birds. I'd say they're all in the timber to the right. I was not expecting the birds to be in the timber as much. We do have high water right now, but normally those birds hit the timber midday and in the afternoon, more than in the morning. So that's kind of why I picked the open hole. But we just had one mallard drake. He was flying up and called him, came over our heads. He worked out in front of us a little bit and finally just came right over to our left, and me and Whit probably split on him, and he landed about 5 yards to my right. So that was really pretty to watch.
So it was about midday now. We got off the water probably right around 10 or 11 and got back to my house. Just to recap the hunt, I was really pleased with how it went. We didn't shoot limits, but both of us shot 3 birds apiece, all drakes. We picked out our shots. We only took shots that we really wanted to take, close range shots, and didn't lose any birds. So I was really, really pleased with how all those things turned out. I was also really pleased with how laying out in the kayaks worked yet again. You know, we don't have any fancy blinds for our kayak. Whit brings some grass along. I bring a couple pieces of burlap, and it seems to work. I think we had 2 birds flare on us all day long, and we probably had 50 birds work us pretty tight. So I was really pleased with how our hide worked out. And laying out the kayaks, you know, is just so much fun because you get those close range shots and you get to just sit up and they're right there in your face. And it's a whole experience that I haven't got to experience up until this year. But I'm really happy I'm getting to experience. For our biggest struggle, I'd say it was just competing with live birds. It was an overcast, rainy day, and I was not expecting the birds to go into the timber, which is why I set up in the swamp. I figured they'd just be milling around in the swamp all day, and we'd be able to get birds trickling in and out. But right around 7:30, 8 o'clock, those birds went into the timber, and after that, we just had all sorts of problems working birds. We'd get them to circle us once or twice. They'd see those birds in the timber, and then it'd be a lost cause after that. They'd just be working those birds in the timber all the way down and eventually go land with them. We were still able to get some birds to work us, though, and I was, I got really excited when we shot that last bird because pulling ducks off live birds, that just gives you a whole level of satisfaction knowing that, man, I fooled this mallard better than those live mallards could. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a comment if you guys have any questions. Let me know how you guys are doing your waterfowl seasons. And make sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. and you guys don't want to miss out on any additional waterfowl content. And thank you for watching.